Something happened on Oak Island that no one was supposed to know. A leak so shocking it nearly shut everything down. And for the first time, we're about to uncover the truth, what really happened during Season 12's finale, and why some believe the FBI wanted the show canceled for good. Oak Island has captivated treasure hunters for over 2 centuries. From the moment a group of diggers uncovered strange markings near what's now called the Money Pit, the island became a riddle no one could solve. Pirate gold, lost manuscripts, Templar secrets, theories have come and gone, but the mystery has only deepened. Each season of the show brings new technology, fresh speculation, and a creeping sense that they're close to the truth. But the deeper they dig, the stranger things get. Season 12 was supposed to be a turning point. All the signs pointed to something massive. But as fans tuned in, expecting answers, what they got instead was the usual cocktail of suspense and speculation. Wooden beams, fragments of artifacts, hints of a vault. And then silence. But behind the scenes, something far bigger was unraveling. And it never made it to air. A major conflict broke out off camera. Reports say members of the team disagreed on whether the search should continue at all. Not everyone believed they were getting closer. Some believed they were chasing shadows. And others just inches away from a revelation too big to share. The final dig site of the season was more than just another attempt. It became a battle of belief. Then came the breakthrough. Deep underground, they uncovered a massive chamber. Hope's sword. Could this be it? The legendary vault? The chamber so many before had dreamed about? But almost instantly, disaster struck. Water flooded in, blocking access and flooding the site. It was the Money Pit doing what it always does, protecting its secrets. But here's where the leak changes everything. While the show claimed the chamber was too flooded to explore, sources close to the team suggest otherwise. Remote cameras were lowered in, and they captured something. Something artificial. Insiders claim the footage revealed a structured interior. Maybe wooden beams. Maybe metal. One described what looked like a cast-iron stove door. Another said it resembled part of a vault. But none of this footage made it to the final cut. What? That question is what keeps fans up at night. The show has always thrived on building mystery. Viewers have come to expect loose ends. But what if this time it wasn't about entertainment? What if it was something so shocking, the producers chose not to show it at all? For years, Oak Island has operated in this strange limbo, part treasure hunt, part national obsession. And then there's the theory no one wants to admit out loud. What if the treasure is already gone? Think about it. Every year they find clues. Old tunnels. Flood traps. Symbols. And yet, the prize remains just out of reach. What if someone found it long ago? What if what's left now is just the evidence of someone who got there first? If that's true, then this isn't a hunt anymore. It's a forensic investigation. Season 12 hinted at something different. Not just another dig, but a deeper shift in thinking. Some researchers believe the entire layout of Oak Island isn't a vault. It's a puzzle. A defensive system. A test. Maybe not even for treasure, but for knowledge. Ancient knowledge. Lost history that challenges what we think we know about the past. And if that's true, then Oak Island isn't hiding gold. It's hiding the truth. Throughout the season, the team deployed the most advanced tools they've ever used. Ground-penetrating radar. Deep core drilling. Sonar. And every time they got close, something went wrong. Equipment failures. Collapses. Sudden floods. It's almost as if the island itself doesn't want to be solved. And the most unexpected twist of all? Not everyone on the team agreed about what to do next. Some believed they were digging in the wrong place. Others thought they needed to stop drilling entirely and start rethinking the island's entire history. Maybe the next big find isn't underground. Maybe it's hidden in plain sight, in symbols and clues that have been misunderstood for generations. By the end of Season 12, the tension was impossible to hide. Not just the pressure to find something, but the fear that they wouldn't. That they were running out of time. That the public was losing patience. That the network might pull the plug. Or worse, that something had been found, and someone had stepped in to stop it from going public. There's even been speculation that federal agencies got involved. Some fans believe the leak wasn't just gossip, it was a warning. That whatever was found or seen or recorded in that final flooded chamber wasn't meant for public eyes. The finale left viewers with breadcrumbs. Enough to keep hope alive. But for those paying attention, something felt off. Too quiet. Too edited. Too restrained. As if a decision had been made to protect a secret. Or delay a reveal. And in that silence, a new theory was born. Maybe the real treasure isn't gold. Maybe it's the mystery itself. The endless puzzle. The chase. Because if Oak Island ever gave up its secrets in full, would the show survive? Would the legend fade? That's the risk they now face. But still, the digging continues. Treasure hunters come and go, but Oak Island remains. A force unto itself, silent, cold, and unrelenting. This mystery isn't just about gold anymore. It's about time, sacrifice, and the lives that have been swallowed whole by the pursuit of answers. Over 2 centuries of searching has left behind more than legends. It's left behind broken dreams, empty pockets, and for some, even death. The island has claimed its toll. Booby traps, flooding tunnels, sudden cave-ins. This isn't just difficult terrain. It's as if the island defends itself. An ancient intelligence woven into dirt and stone, deciding who gets close and who gets buried. And yet, the deeper the danger, the more powerful the obsession becomes. Each splintered artifact, every hidden symbol, keeps pulling new believers into the mystery. Even now, new discoveries surface that make skeptics pause. Strange objects, pieces of medieval timber, fragments of parchment that don't seem to belong in Nova Scotia. Some believe the parchment once held sacred writing, now decayed into silence. But why was it buried here? Is it just another dead end? Or a clue that Oak Island hides something more extraordinary than anyone imagined? Because every time the team inches closer to giving up, something else shows up. A new tunnel. An odd void on the scan. A hidden chamber. Each one whispering, "Keep digging." The island doesn't release answers. It drips them out slowly, daring you to get closer, and then punishing you for trying. It's no longer just a location. Oak Island is a trap and no one gets out unchanged. The show captures that beautifully. The toll it takes on those who commit their lives to it. Rick and Marty Lagina didn't just invest their money. They invested their spirit, their faith, their belief that truth is buried beneath their feet. And yet with every season the island fights back harder. Because the treasure hunt isn't just physical, it's psychological. Modern technology is giving them tools their predecessors never dreamed of. Radar that sees through stone. Sensors that detect voids miles below. Sonar revealing paths that might have been carved centuries ago. Some scans suggest a deliberate design, not chaos, not nature, but engineering. A network of chambers intersecting at precise angles. Too precise to be coincidence. What were they building? Vaults? Traps? Or were these chambers made to hold something far more powerful than treasure? As more anomalies appear beneath the surface, the layout seems to follow patterns. Some believe the underground structure mirrors ancient symbols, ones linked to the Knights Templar. And if that's true, then Oak Island may not just be a site of hidden gold, but the endpoint of a journey that began in the shadows of Jerusalem. The idea isn't new, but now the evidence is. Newly discovered cavities beneath the island match architectural strategies found in Templar strongholds. Even some of the timber recovered has been carbon dated back to the 12th century. That's not pirate treasure. That's Crusader-era history. And then there are the scrolls. Deep within one of the chambers, deeper than the team had ever gone, researchers uncovered what appeared to be tightly sealed canisters. Inside something no one expected, scrolls. Ancient. Preserved. Written in a language no one could immediately recognize. Not Latin. Not Hebrew. Something older, or forgotten. What could they contain? Maps? Prophecies? A record of what lies beneath? Linguists and historians are already calling this one of the most intriguing script discoveries of the decade. If translated, they could expose who really came to Oak Island, and why. For now, speculation is all we have. But the possibility that ancient knowledge lies beneath the soil is what has reignited the search like never before. It's no longer about doubloons and jewels. It's about truth. For centuries, the most persistent question has been why. Why go to such extraordinary lengths to hide something? Why dig tunnels, plant traps, flood the soil with decoys and misdirection? And now, maybe we're finally beginning to understand, it wasn't just to protect treasure. It was to protect history. And history doesn't want to be found easily. Season 12 brought this into sharp focus. The argument isn't just about where to dig. It's about what they're really digging for. Artifacts? Or understanding? Some insiders believe the show is close to revealing something that challenges accepted history, something that powerful people may not want aired. Because if these scrolls are authentic, if the chamber designs trace back to the Templars or older, it could mean that Oak Island was never random. It was chosen. On purpose. And its secret may be bigger than anything the show has ever let on. But there's a catch. Not everything is being shown. Leaked footage from the final chamber camera was never released. Rumors point to images of metallic objects. One source described a massive arch-shaped wall, not natural but constructed. Another spoke of interlocking mechanisms unlike anything seen before. If these claims are true, it's not just that something was hidden. It's that it was meant to be protected, or possibly sealed. Some even go as far as to say it's not treasure, it's a warning. Whatever is buried down there was not meant for everyone to see. And the slow pace of the show, the unexplained editing choices, and the growing silence from the producers have only added fuel to that theory. Still, the search goes on. Because even after centuries, Oak Island hasn't lost its grip. It continues to draw people in, not just with gold but with something more intoxicating: possibility. The chance that this year, this dig, this discovery might be the one that finally breaks the curse. But what if the curse was never about failure? What if the curse is success? What happens when the last trap is bypassed? When the last stone is lifted? When someone finally holds the truth in their hands? Will it be shared? Or will the mystery protect itself one last time? Because maybe the real reason Oak Island guards its secrets so well is because some truths were never meant to be unearthed.